Ron and Fez show. Bitz is here tonight. You just did the Muffin Man game.
Mm-hmm.
What are you talking about, Bitz? What is your hopes and dreams in radio?
My hopes and dreams in radio, I'm still trying to work out my hopes and dreams in general.
Let me ask you something. When you look over here, Fez Whatley, is that the chair you'd like to see yourself in one day?
I would love to sit in a chair like that. My concern is if...
You know what?
Not the actual chair.
Fez, would you do me a favor? Would you get up and let him sit in that chair, put on the headphones?
Let him try it out?
Yeah, see what it feels like.
Wow.
Go ahead, sit in there.
Yeah, it's
put
warm.
the headphones on.
How's that feel?
Whoa, it's loud. Wow. This is incredible. See...
It's too loud for you? Success is too loud for you, Bitz? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I think so. I just don't...
I like you in there. I'm comfortable now. I'm comfortable in a way I've never been comfortable with Fez before. Are you comfortable there, Bitz? You're shaking.
Yeah, I'm...
Put both hands on the mic.
Okay.
On the back of the mic.
Okay.
There you go. Steady yourself like a man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm there.
Because you look natural in that chair.
You look great.
Fez, am I wrong here? But are you seeing a bit of the future? Do you see a little Bitz in you?
I'm afraid I'm staring into a time tunnel.
It is. It's like time tunnel.
I just feel like I don't deserve this spot. I would love to be in a spot, but I don't know if I could handle it.
You know what you got to do, my friend? You got to go for it.
Just go.
That's what you go for.
My problem is when I go for it, like half the time I fall flat on my face and get in a lot of trouble for it.
You know what? I'm going to tell you this when I learn how to swim. Put the hands on the mic and keep them on.
Okay.
I don't want to see those hands come off the mic.
Okay.
And right now it's the Bitz and Ron show.
Okay. Jeez.
Brian and Fez, would you leave for a while so we can get comfortable together?
Sure, I got to file some of these papers anyway.
Yeah. Oh, man. This is like one-on-one.
So what we're going to do here tonight, it's just going to be me and Bitz. Bitz, I don't want you out of that seat.
Okay.
I don't want you taking your hands off that mic.
You might want me out of this seat.
Why?
After a couple of minutes. I don't know. I'm flipping out right now.
Are you having a good time, though?
Yeah.
I'm comfortable with you.
This is like a roller coaster ride back when I was like 6.
It's just me and Bitz in here, ladies and gentlemen.
Please. This has never happened.
Relaxing. Now, I sent the other guys into the other room.
Right.
I'm going to check on them. I'll be right back in a second. No dead air, okay?
Okay.
Keep it going. No dead air, buddy. It's important.
This is for real, too. All right, so this is now just the Bitz show, and I'm just supposed to go wild and talk to everybody about what's on my mind. And what's on my mind is when I speak my mind, I get in lots of trouble. This started way back in like 2nd or 3rd grade when I spoke my mind too much in class, and I got sent to the short bus. That wasn't a lie. I really rode the short bus. And it's because I was like that girl yesterday when they were talking about that girl flipping out and getting cuffed. Like, if that happened to me now, I probably would have been one of those people who got cuffed. Also, another thing is I tend to ramble like I'm doing right now, and I'm going crazy because there's nobody else in this room, and I feel like I'm holding this whole place up right now. So back to my story. I went crazy in class, had to be taken home, sent to another special school where I rode the short bus to and from school, all sorts of crazies on there. And how they'd restrain you is when you got out of line, started bouncing off the walls and stuff, a teacher would tackle you, throw you on the ground, put you on your stomach, arms across the chest, knee in the back, and every story was the same. The students would start crying and flipping out, saying, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, ah! And, the thing is you can breathe, because if you couldn't breathe, you couldn't be saying that. But it was pretty close to not breathing, about as close as you can get. So, what are you going to do? And actually, I have a friend some guy who used to work in an institution, a step up from one of these special ed schools. It was a straight-up institution where they sent kids. They used the same method, pin them on the stomach, arms across the chest, knee in the back. And some guy he used to work with actually killed a student doing that. The student had some kind of asthmatic disorder, whatever you call it, and the student died. So, maybe they should have cuffed that girl, because maybe she would have died if she had asthma or something. But this is why everybody gets sued, because stuff like this does happen. Maybe I don't know if something like this happened and then all the suits started coming, or they started suing people and then somebody died, but I don't know. So that was elementary school. Moved forward to like middle school, and that's when I started cursing. No, it was actually 6th grade was the first time I cursed out a teacher. Was a substitute was in there giving me crap, and she got all up in my face, right? And so I'm not a violent person. I don't hit people, but I gave her the finger right to the face, and she didn't know what to do. So I got suspended for like a week. Fast forward to 7th grade, my pre-algebra class, I called my teacher a B. I guess you could say that word, but I'm not going to say it because I don't know if there's anyone on the dump button right now. I'm still here by myself talking. I don't know when they're going to come back. I hope they're not out, you know, laughing it up outside or whatever. But, okay, so I called this teacher a B because she was being a B. And so she was one of those crazy teachers who's a B and just, like, looks at you and flips out and just, like, you weren't allowed to do homework in the classroom, which is pretty normal, you know, but she was for real about it. Like, you started doing homework, and she would straight grab that homework up, tear it up out of your face, and fail you. And, you know, to kids like me who are totally obsessive, compulsive about stuff like that, you know, that just ruined my day. I didn't know what to do. I'm one of those people who, if one little thing's ruined, everything else is ruined. In these special classes, they grade you on a 100-point scale, 1 to 100. And 10 points for every section of the class. So let's say every hour of the class, well, it wasn't 10 hours, every like 30 minutes of class, you'd get 10 points. If I lost 1 point and I didn't think I deserved lose that 1 point, you better believe that I was going to flip out for the rest of that 30 minutes and lose the rest of my points, because I didn't think it was fair and I didn't think it was right. And I was like, why am I losing these points? I didn't do anything wrong. And they're like, oh, you lost another point. And that would just make it worse. And it would just spiral out of control. So this teacher, this pre-algebra teacher who's a B, she tore up my homework one time because she caught me doing it, and I didn't think it was fair. I was like, why are you being such a B? And so she, you know, took me to class. She's not used to that kind of stuff, so I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, like, I start to speak my mind and bad things happen. This is what I'm trying to say. This is why I'm really nervous on the radio, because I'm capable. This is not me bragging. I'm just saying, like, I don't know when to stop. I don't know when to stop. This is why I ramble off, and this is why I mumble, because I know if I go off and do what I do, I get told to shut up. And if I don't do what I want to do, then I just end up mumbling and going off and just going crazy. You know, either way, it's me going crazy. If I'm natural, it's too much. If I'm not natural, I'm just, you know, it doesn't work out either way. So I don't know where to go. This is the whole thing I've been dealing with my entire life, is I don't know how far I'm supposed to go. Because when I go too far, things get flipped upside down. You know, I got in trouble for smoking a little pot. You know, apparently I went too far. But everybody does that. I get in trouble for stupid things. I don't know how to get away with stuff. My mom always told me I'm a terrible liar, first of all, which is very true. I'm an awful liar. So if you're calling me on a lie, you're probably right. Another thing is I don't know how to get away with things. You know, if I'm doing bad things, you better believe that I'm going to get caught doing it. Okay, so fast forward to high school. I can't even keep track of the amount of times that I cursed out teachers. Let's go to college then. College at Radford. I was out away on winter break, and at this point I had a roommate, but he moved back. He was from Maine. I don't know why you're going to live in Maine and then go to school at Radford. I mean, I'm sure there's a bunch of crappy schools you could go to in Maine, but, you know, he wanted to come to Radford for whatever reason. And it wasn't because it was a party school, because this kid was some mega goth who thought Marilyn Manson, you know, he was beyond one of those people who thought Marilyn Manson was a sellout, okay? There's the goths who will listen to Marilyn Manson. There's other goths who think Marilyn Manson is a sellout. And there's ones that go beyond even that and say, no, Marilyn Manson's not a sellout. He's just doing his thing. He's an okay guy, whatever. You know, so this guy was like